Welcome, bout betters. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke, where we discuss MMA and have fine cigars. Today I have a La Aurora, regular Leon. This is a basic La Aurora Figurado. I'm going to show it to you guys here in a moment. Let me see if we're casting live. Welcome, bout betters. Don't know if my music is going. What's going on? Hopefully it is. It's supposed to be playing in the background. Well, let's check it out. I'm going to see if I'm live, people. Welcome, welcome. I don't know how the connectivity is. Just checking this stuff out, guys. Just checking this out. Let's see how everything's going. Huh, it doesn't say that I'm live. Interesting. What does it say on my software? It says that I'm live, so that's going to be interesting. So let me check something out, people. How's everyone doing? Again, welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke. We're going to briefly, let me make sure that I'm actually casting before I continue talking. Always talking, this guy. Ooh, the breakdancing ray gun. No one's better than ray gun. Oh, yeah, I am live. It doesn't show that I'm live on the phone.
Again, welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke.
Let's see if I play the music again. Let me start the music again.
Make sure that I'm actually casting before I continue talking.
Let me see this.
Talking, this guy.
1 second here. Let's see if it was playing the music. No, it's not playing the music. It's not playing the music.
Yeah, let me start the music again.
Interesting. It's not. Let me see here. I need my music, man.
1 second here. Let's see if it was playing the music. No, it's not playing the music.
Play some music. Application capture, yeah. It doesn't show it in here.
Interesting. It's not.
Boy, that's odd. Oh well, that's not cool. I had it working before where I had the music in there. I should have known something in that.
It doesn't show it in here.
No one's in the chat. Welcome, bout betters.
That's odd. Oh well, that's not cool. I had it work. Right.
Yeah, so we're going to discuss a little bit of UFC Vegas 96. We're not going to go through too much of it here. We're going to just discuss a couple of matches. Nothing intense. I don't think that this is a fantastic card from a betting standpoint, nor from a entertainment standpoint. I don't think that there's a... Hit okay on that. Let me see if that helps. No, that doesn't help. I don't still see the D-rest thing there. Yeah, there I go. Welcome, bout betters. 1 second here, guys. Let me set this up. Boom. Put me boom up there. Let's not see this guy. We see those. Transition. Yeah, welcome, bout betters. Yeah, I'm here in the back and eaten alive by these fucking mites on the ground. It's pretty bad. Let me make myself a little bit bigger here, cover up that 96 at least. No, that isn't gonna work. That isn't gonna work. We'll leave, yeah, boom. Yeah, I'll leave the UFC ahead of me. Yeah, we'll leave it myself there. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I had this La Aurora Figurado, right? I had this one from a vacation. I bought these at Benny's actually on sale, which is fantastic. I haven't been smoking any of my smokes. Most of my cigars at this point, they're like too valuable to smoke. It got to the point where I've aged them. I'm very happy with the cigars, right? Like, let me pop out the chat here, guys. Welcome, bout betters. Yeah, very much a shame that test. Let me make sure that this is coming in the proper way too. Yeah, it's coming in on the wireless microphone. Maybe I'm coming in too strongly. Oh, DRS is the music's there now. All right, so here, let me play the music again, guys. The music, man. We need some music, man. Play the music, man. Start this again. All right. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, is it playing? Yeah, let me shut down my mic. Oh, that's what it was. I turned myself down all the way just for the music. So the music was coming through, but I was not coming through. So very sorry, a little technical mishap there, but that's okay. We're back here. We're back here. Look at us start up this cigar. What's great about these figurados,
Oh, that's what it was.
people?
I turned myself down all the way just for the music, so the music was coming
So,
through.
so I was saying, welcome, bout betters. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know how it goes. You know how we do it here. I hate saying stuff like that. But yeah, we're always having a little few technical problems here. Ooh, whoa, come on, just stay where I'm at there. Yeah, stay where I'm at. We're good. We good. Yeah. So what's great about these figurados is cutting them. You have options to make that little PP cut or the V cut that I have. I have this old Dunhill cutter back from the old days when I worked at Dunhill. And what I do is I cut it at a slight slice, right? At an angle like this, right? So it's a slight angle, and I don't want to cut it over my computer, but you see like how much of a tip it's going to cut off? It's going to cut off a little bit, and I'm going to get that little teeny cut. That might actually be too small. That might be too small. I want to get that same angle, right? And grab a little more of it, and I can see it right there. Yeah, that's much better. And that's what I like doing with these figurados sometimes. It isn't perfect on the button, but hopefully it doesn't fall apart. Hopefully I didn't take off too much. It looks, usually you don't want to take off too much. You see where the cap is? These have a nice larger hood or cap on them. So I think it's gonna stay intact, hopefully, right? Light the sucker up. Not touching, this flame is on, flame on. Yeah, this torch lighter, I initially thought was a piece of shit. I got it turned up way too high. but I have it way far away, as you can see, from the cigar. It's not even touching it, and it's still charring it because it's so hot, turned up so high. The flame has so much flame. And it's easily to adjust, but I'm going to keep it right here where it's at, and it's not even near touching it. And you see it's already smoking. Ooh, it's well aged. I've had this for like over a year now. It sat in the humidor. I intended this to smoke this when I went to Cabo. Ooh, no. Am I out of fuel? Shouldn't have been. It's okay because it's already pretty much lit. I could just blow it like this and get it lit without even puffing on it yet. Because I already got a nice char along the sides. You see that? It'll turn on. It'll turn on by itself without even me. It's already lit, people. Without me even blowing into it. Some people don't like that blowing into it. Oh, I wasted all that fuel. Didn't think so. Or maybe it's just hot that it turned itself off. Yeah, it's out of fuel for sure. Toasted. It cooked because I had it on high. But you see how it's already starting to go? It's already lighting by itself. Almost don't even need to. Here, let me turn down the volume a tad bit. I bet I'm coming in a little strong. Okay, a little mellower there. A little mellower there. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see if we could play the music again just for shits and giggles, huh? Just because, you know, I like it, right? Yeah. Oh, interesting. If I turn it down, let's see. Yeah, it's coming through. It's coming through on the stream, and as you can see, it's lighting up. I don't have to relight this sucker. I will need to get some matches just in case it goes out, but there's one section there. You see it? That dark section that I'm a little frightened of. But I think we're okay. I think we're going to be okay. My MMA gang signs. Yeah, it's lit. Such good roastiness to it. Real like strong earth character with hints of leather, but man, the nut characteristic to it and the cedar, it's just well aged. I mean, it probably in Binny's for a few years because I got it on Binny's clearance. So it probably had been sitting there for years, and then I put another year on it in a nice cedar box. I have it in a box with its brothers. Or sisters. Whatever you'd want it to be. It could be a sister. La Aurora. Nice, guys. Figurado. Real nice smoke, man. It's a shame. Like I said, I don't have any more cheap cigars. Every time I'm smoking, even though these were a great steal, I think I paid like under $6 for these. It might have been like in the five, just slightly over $5 on clearance, on super clearance, so like 70% off. Usually they were like $13 a piece. I bought every single one of them. I was like, I'm taking them all. I didn't even hesitate. Or I did hesitate, but then I went back and bought all the rest of them. I think I bought like 24 of them. I've been smoking it periodically, but as I'm mentioning, in the Frigidor, there's no, man, I got nothing cheap. Everything I pull out, like even these, because they're well aged, and because they're now on the vintage side, they have, in my opinion, a little more value. You know, so highly recommend aging your own cigars. It helps for the flavors. Anybody in the chat? No, no one's in the chat. It's good for yourself, right? Like just in terms as being a collector, right? It's always a worthwhile endeavor. Da-da. Yeah, Cannoneer versus Barallo. Barallo. Oh man, that's gonna be a good ass fight, man. Barallo is stepping up. You know, if he gets through Cannoneer, he might catapult himself into a championship fight. You know, because they need some new blood in there. I think that they're going to give Strickland a chance. You know, I think Dana though, as we've seen like with Urser in the lower weight class. Let's let this plane go through. Like Dana might be willing to let people, you know, hop over. Oh man, my feet are getting eat up by these mites here outside. Unfortunately, I have to, if I do a cigar, if I smoke a cigar, I have to be outdoors. And plus today, it's beautiful out here in Chicago, folks. Beautiful weather in the shade. Can't beat it. Excellent, not too hot. I'm in the shade here, able to smoke a cigar. Just, yeah, you can have a cigar with anything. Water, little emergency right here, raspberry. Rehydrating myself, so good. I need some more of those emergencies. You'd have those at any time of the year. Oh my God. With that raspberry, like juice is underrated, or even water, but this is a flavored water. Flavored water is fine, but even juice, like you're not going to see it, but on one of my last, on the shorts that I've made with one of the cigars, what did I smoke in my last, going to be a minute short, last cigar review? What did I smoke? It was okay. It wasn't a fantastic cigar. It wasn't the Rojas. What was it here? I mean, I don't want to. I could open up quick and check it out. Yeah. Oh, that was it. My Father, Le Bijou, I believe it was called Le Bijou. Very, very, very powerful cigar. Very strong cigar. Very robust. Not for the faint of heart. Not for somebody that's a new smoker. But that was the one that I did smoke last. Right? Oh, how come we don't see that? Oh, there it is. There we go. Where is it at? One second here, people. I'm just trying to find something. How come it's not there? Why are you not there, my friend? Why are you not there? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. All right. Why isn't that working? One second here, having a little problem getting to our next setup here, which is crazy because we had selected it. All right, it's there. Why isn't it working? Okay. Oh, that's a disappointment. Wow, what's going on here? Yeah, you test these things, you get things sort of set up, and then you get here to the show. Maybe it's just the OBS, I've just not, maybe the software is a little too much for me. Need to, but I tested it. I tested it. And it's there. Let me do this. Do this, boom. I'm gonna move it here, boom. I'm gonna try this and see if this helps it at all. All right, that did it. That did it. So boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, welcome. About better. Does that seem to work? That seemed to work, people. That seemed to work. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not too interested in many of these bouts. I once said that I wasn't going to bet on Angela Hill ever again. And more recently than not, she's been coming through for me, right? She's just a dog, right? She's coming off of, that's one thing about Tabitha Richards. She's coming off a win against Raquel Pennington. Is it Raquel Pennington? No, it can't be Raquel Pennington. It's Tisha Pennington. I was like, Raquel Pennington's a much bigger woman. She went to a decision against Pennington. She lost to Lupita Godinez. In fact, let me show you what I'm seeing here, guys. Let me get myself off of here, and we could just look at the UFC stats, right? No one's in the chat still. People, if you come in, please hit the like, subscribe button. Anybody coming into the chat would be friggin' incredible. Would be so, so helpful, right? Would be so, so helpful, people. Would really, really appreciate it. Let me throw myself up there. No, let me, so, so helpful. That's so funny how I changed like the location of the file and it found what I needed to find, right? It found what I needed to find. Yeah, so boom. Yeah, boom. And I'll make myself smaller. I'll put myself like right up here, right? Yeah, like right over here. Right over here. How does that look, people? How does that look online? Let me see how that looks online. A second here, folks. It's not popping up. There's a little delay. It's so small. It's so small the way it looks like that when I have the UFC stats things going. that help it at all? No. Do, 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 do. Let me see if I could get this here. Or maybe I should just show the stats. You know, maybe I should just show you the UFC stats for Ricci and yeah, let me just do that. Right, so I'm there, right? We know who we're talking about. Boom, transition. And put myself a little bit bigger here. We don't have any of our markings, but if we're going to discuss let me see if that looks any better online, if that translates a little better. Yeah, looks a little better, right? So you know that what I'm talking about. Yeah, Ricci defeated Pennington. She lost to Godinez by decision. She beat Jillian Robinson by decision. That's huge. I mean, to beat Robinson is pretty badass. She beat Jessica Penne by submission by armbar, which is pretty big too. She beat Paulina Viana, which is a pretty big win. That's why she's the favorite in this bout. She's just younger, probably more hungry. She was born in '95. The baby shark, right? There is the head-to-head between the two. How does that look? Ow, ow, ow. It's catching up to me. Yeah, the delay is there, so strong. But yeah, look at all the wins. 17 and 13, Angela Hill. But still, what a career. Like, I remember when she was in The Ultimate Fighter. Ow, ow, ow. And she was so one-dimensional. And then always a character, but really good stand-up. And then now she's definitely more well-rounded. But it's taken her so many years to get to that point. And even women's MMA and these athletes have gotten so much better that the game isn't really past her up, but it's tough to develop your skills as the game is developing and developing at a wider rate than what you're doing, at a faster rate than what you're doing. So a lot of these younger fighters that are coming up are just so well rounded now. And it's taken Angela Hill so long to round off her grappling, her counter grappling, her jiu-jitsu game, which is there now too. I mean, I think this is going to stay a stand-up affair, and that's where it's going to be tough play for each of these people here, right? Like, I'm glad that they are getting the co-main event, and they're deserving of that. Hill is just a slight underdog. She was a bigger underdog earlier, and she's just a slight one, and it's probably because she's just got the better striking accuracy. She doesn't have the better takedown defense, and I think that's where Baby Shark is going to be having a big advantage. But her, the Hill's takedown defense is only 61%, but that's because she's got a higher multitude of fights throughout her career. And look at who's Angela Hill has fought. Like, it's a who's who of women's MMA. 30 fights compared to 12, double the fights in the UFC at the highest level here. Luana Pinheiro, Denise Gomes, Mackenzie Dern, Emily Duarte, Lupi Godinez, which she beat. She beat Lupi Godinez. She lost to Virna Jandiroba, right, which is pretty good considering that she had 3 takedowns, or Virna Jandiroba had 3 takedowns, and let me see if there are any sub attempts there. No sub attempts against Jandiroba, and we know how good Jandiroba is on the ground. And you see how Hill, her counter grappling is. It's just gotten better. She lost to a decision to Amanda Lemos. She lost to Tisha Pennington, right? Which you see Baby Shark beat Tisha Pennington, but that was way back in 2021, 3 years ago. She beat Ashley Yoder. She lost to Michelle Waterson Gomez, and I think that was a robbery. That was a close fight. Waterson outstruck her by as you see, Angela Hill outstruck her a little bit, but it was, Waterson 1 of 18 takedowns, but she had 4 minutes of control, even though she had fewer significant strikes, and Waterson threw more strikes, so it was like she was seen more busy, right? And she did hit more strikes. And is that because on the ground, yeah, Waterson was 5 of 7 on the ground, 13 in the clinch. It was leg kicks. Michelle Waterson had 23 of 21 leg kicks. So I remember seeing that fight, and I didn't think the Karate Hottie deserved to win that fight, but obviously she did. So Angela Hill beat Luma Locobono again. She was bigger than Luma. Luma's no joke either. And she took down Luma and attempted a sub in that particular fight. She beat Arilan Carlosi. She's gone. Yan Shinan. She lost to Yan Shinan by unanimous decision. That's a good win. I mean, lost there. That aged well, even though, because Yan Shinan's pretty damn good. Rhonda Marcos, who's gone, right? She got subbed by Rhonda Marcos, who was just a one-trick pony. So if I think this fight is going to stay on the ground, and it is where it should be, right? She lost it, and she went to a decision with Jessica Andrade. She got pieced up by Jessica Andrade, and Andrade actually took her down as well, right? So that's the key to beat Hill, is that takedown, is to get the takedown in that takedown defense. But is that going to be there, right? Like, is that going to be there for her? I think this is going to stay standing up. I don't think Tabitha Ritchie's wrestling is all that. Like, let's see, like, she got 1 takedown against Tisha Pennington. She got 3 against Jillian Robinson, which is pretty big, but Jillian Robinson doesn't care if you take her down. That's the other thing there. It's not really telling. She got 4 takedowns against Jessica Penne, but Penne is not very good. Like, I'm not even thinking of what her takedown defense is. And she got 5 takedowns against Paula Bayana and 5 takedowns against Oliveira. So her wrestling is pretty good. I mean, let's see here. Let me see that. Her takedown accuracy is 35%, and her takedown defense is 77%. You know, so I think if this is going to stay a stand-up affair, and I think that maybe even Hill could get some takedowns, right? Like, if she gets the takedowns, I think that it could be her fight to take. You can't see me. Joey's saying you can't see me, huh? Interesting. Let me see here. Let me get to one thing. Ow! From what I could tell, on YouTube, you could see me. I don't know what you're looking at, Joey. I don't know what's going on. I'm watching the YouTube right now. I'm watching the YouTube, and you can see me. I could see it. Yeah, it's probably small. It's okay. Ow, ow. Man, I burnt myself. Don't let these cigar ashes, sometimes you're not paying attention. It will burn your clothes. It will burn you. Luckily, it's ash. It's still really hot on these cigars. These cigars burn extremely hot. And let me get Joey off the notifications here. Yeah, it's because you're on your phone, Joey. It's hard to see on the phone. I have to make it really big, and I'm not going to do that right now. So we're just fucking around. It's not that big of a deal. You know, you have to be on your phone. I mean, on a computer, really, to see the stats better. But I'm reading them off to you, so we're going to go with that. All right. Oh, there's Joey in the chat. Joey doesn't like the layout. Well, you know, I changed the layout to accommodate these slides, right? I didn't like spend hours putting in the slides and putting in the numbers. I literally took a half hour to make these slides here that you see in the background, Joey. It took me a half hour to make these. You know, that's all. So I'm in favor of Angela Hill here. It would have been better if you grabbed her at that dog money. Tabitha Ritchie is the shark, you know, the baby shark here. She is such a tough cookie. I think she's going to have an advantage on the ground. She is strong on the feet, but I think Angela's veteran savvy. She's getting to that point where playing gatekeeper, it's just tough for her, man. She's just always going to be in that position, and she's in that position again, and she has to unfortunately be fed to these lionesses, you know, just to these new ladies coming up, and it's unfortunate because Angela Hill is really, really good, right? Joey says he'll survive Dern, she'll be okay. Yeah, and she also survived Jandaroba, right? But still, even though that's the case, if Tabitha Ricci could hold her down and keep her down and, you know, land those strikes, you know, get a slight advantage on the ground, it's going to be a close fight. I'd be looking at like what the split decision might be. Let me look here. Let me look here, guys. Let's take a look at DraftKings here. But I agree with you. If she survived Dern, she should survive the shark here. Let's look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Angela Hill, minus 102. She's still a little bit of a dog. Oh, fight props. Let's show you the fight props here. Let's see if that comes up. Boom. Make myself smaller, boom. Yeah, Joey, it's gonna be hard to see these props. I get it, right? I do get it that it's gonna, oh, boom. Why is it showing that way? It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way at all. I don't know why it's showing Angela Hill, but that's cool because I'm favoring Angela Hill. So that's okay, I could live with that. But yeah, let's seeing here, yes to go the distance, minus 450. Yeah, they don't expect to finish with either of these gals here. What are the takedowns landed? Angela Hill over plus 1.5. See, they have Ricci landing over 2.5 takedowns, right? At minus 110. Close to 3 takedowns that she's gonna land. Fight to win by split or majority decision, yes, plus 225. Unanimous decision, minus 165. So they expect one person to win over another. I think it could be very close in that. Yes to go by split or majority decision at plus 225. I'm liking that. You know, I'm thinking that's a possibility, right? Right? How's it looking, Joey? Like to up the hearts, heart it up. Hit the like button, hit the like on the way in. Yeah, what are the other possibilities here? Hill by submission plus 2,000, decision plus 120, and Ricci by decision is plus 130. So they're expecting a decision, right? You know, either fighter by decision, exact method of decision, minus 450. Yeah, Vegas is expecting big time it to be a decision. I'm not certain of that. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, that's what I did. That's what happened. God damn it. Let me get myself back in there, people. Yeah, I'm thinking Hill by decision, but I'm liking that possibility of a split decision because it's going to be super close fight. And there's meat to be made. There's meat on the bone for that. Angela Hill by finish. She's a decisionator, I know, but man, lately she's been just desperate to get finishes. And her by finish is plus 400. Not that great, not that huge. It should be even greater than that. I think Tabitha Ricci has more of the finish upside, but she's not really super great at her jiu-jitsu. Angela Hill could take a crack too. She's tough to like knock out, but I like the sneaky side of Hill possibly getting that submission at plus 2,000 because Ricci's going to be way overconfident and not be thinking that Hill's going to take her down and be like, oh, okay, I'll let her take me down and then I'll try to reverse her. I think that Ricci would be a big mistake for Ricci to let Angela get a hold of her on the ground. I think Angela has really rounded her game off a lot better, right? So I'm liking that. So yeah, the next fight that I was looking at was this one between Jocelyn Nunez, and again, I'm not interested in every fight, people. Right? We're not reviewing all of these. I wasn't very interested in a good portion of these, both from a betting standpoint and an entertainment standpoint. The thing with Josanne Nunez is that she's just tough, right? And she's going to be 6 inches smaller than Jacqueline Cavalcanti, right? But everybody underestimates Josanne Nunez, and she's horrible once you take her down. And I think that's where Jacqueline, and let me set up the UFC stats here, right? Oh, that's what I got to do is lock that, right? I'm not locking that. I'm not locking. Yeah, well, I'm not locking that. Boom. All right, let me get myself out of there. Bring myself over here to the corner. Locking myself. Boom, boom. Locking myself there. And then let's see if I could expand these stats so you could see them a lot better, and that's tough to do. Yeah, and then let's see where the UFC stats is. People, we are still on the old one there. Oh, all right, all right. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Where'd they put her fight at? Yeah, she's Jacqueline and Nunez are third fight in, right? Like, look at Jacqueline Calvalli is 6-1, and Nunez is 10-2. Sneaky good fighter, right? You see the average fight time. Look at the height difference, right? And the reach is only 3 inches, but the height difference is 6 inches, is it? 5'8" to 5'2", yeah, 6 inches, which always translates. They don't show you the leg reach. Nunez, a southpaw, just scrappy fighter. But man, look at Jacqueline, lands 8 strikes per minute compared to 6. And then the striking accuracy, which is insane, like 57 to 47 on accuracy. Strike absorbed per minute. This is where Josanne Nunez is just so weak. She absorbs 5 strikes per minute. So she's just a punching bag, right? Jacqueline has 100% takedown defense compared to Josanne Nunez, 58% takedown defense. But the takedown average for both of these ladies, they don't really try takedowns, right? Nunez lost to Chelsea Chandler last time out, right? And it was because of control. Oh, let me see that. Let me go back. Sorry about that. Two takedowns. It's populating here. Chelsea Chandler. Sounds like a porn name. Ugh. Yeah, look at Chelsea Chandler, 7 minutes of control from 2 of 2 takedowns, where she landed 13 strikes on the ground, right? She had more significant strikes. Chelsea landed more headshots, more body shots. Most of the action was done at distance, like especially with Nunez. Nunez has the fight at distance, even though it's because everyone's running away from her, right? Everyone's running away from her. But at that dog money, and because she, fights like a dog, she's just so aggressive, right? Like what's Nunez here? She's only plus 180. I'm leaning slightly towards taking a stab, or would take a stab at her It isn't a fantastic price for her, right? It isn't fantastic money, but I think that she could sneak this one out, right? I really think that she could sneak this out. I'm wanting to take a stab at that, but there's some other. We're going to get to my dog play of the week. We're going to get to that in a second here. But I think that, that Josiane is worth possible stab here, man. She is so aggressive. She's a tough little girl. If you don't get her down, and Jacqueline Calvacanti doesn't have any takedowns. Like, so she's gonna look to keep this on the feet. And if that's the case, like, it could just get real sloppy and real close, right? I don't think Vegas is looking at it being, their money line. Jacqueline by decision is minus 110. Nunes by decision is plus 350. So you could almost get like a better line at Nunes, because I don't think she's going to finish Jacqueline. I don't think she has any finishes in her career, right? I don't think that Nunes has any. Does she have any finishes? No, decision. Oh, no, she has one against her first fight against Bay. She had a first round knockout. She's got a little power to her, but I'm liking Josiane, not Jacqueline. Josiane, not Jacqueline. I'm liking her. I mean, it's plus 180. You get, plus. Exact method of victory, decision, minus 225. Yeah, Vegas is looking for a decision here. But I'm looking at Jose Nunez to possibly take this one. Cigar is smoking fantastic, guys. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Cannot complain. Next fight that I was interested in was this one here, between Neil Magny and Michael Morales. And I'm interested more, not necessarily from Magny, I mean, because he's way too much of an underdog. I'm not looking at Magny to win this out as an underdog. I'm really thinking, because Morales is really good on the ground. And unfortunately, I bet they're not going to give us very good prices. Actually, yeah, Michael Morales to win by submission plus 700. Morales to win by decision minus 120. They think he's going to sneak out a decision. He's probably, because he's got enough ground game. He's young enough, but he's got enough prowess on the wrestling side, maybe to hold down Magny, and for it to go to decision. Right, over 1.5. They're rated at over 1.5 minus 350. Under 1.5 plus 240. Yeah, let's see. Fight to go the distance, yes, minus 150. No, plus 110. They're not expecting a finish here. And I'm liking Morales possibly to finish Magny. Magny is savvy and he's a veteran too, but they got Morales. What was that subline for Morales? I know that Magny's improved his submission game or his counter submission game, but this kid Morales is really strong. I know that last time out, Morales, he didn't necessarily gas. Let's see here. Oh, we don't want to go there. Let's see where they put that fight. No, they have it. Yeah, they have it early. It's the fourth fight tomorrow. I mean, and again, it's Neil Magny playing the gatekeeper here. Yeah, he beat Matthews. He beat Griffin. He's undefeated in Michael Morales. I mean, he's a big favorite here. Yeah, beat Jake Matthews by decision, but that was a close fight. He beat Max Griffin by decision, right? Morales only had one takedown there. He hasn't had a lot of takedowns since his first fight, so that's probably why maybe, they see that there's a gap in his wrestling, but once he gets you down, I mean, he is just holds you, and he's got some decent possible, submission skills. So that Morales by submission plus 780, yes, plus 760. Ooh, might be a little lottery ticket bet there, and that's what I was looking at. That's the reason why I was looking at this fight, was that Morales, to, even though he hasn't been wrestling really well, strong guy, strong kid, very young. And you see that the odds on the money line, Magny, I don't think he's worth that dog chase, but maybe somebody would disagree with me, right? Magny at plus 75. I don't think that Morales, it should be that wide. The line is wide. There is value on Magny, and there is no value in parlaying our guy here, Morales. I don't think that there's a way that you could really make any good money with him other than by choosing what method he could possibly finish, because they're giving you good money for him to finish Magny, and I think he can. I think he can either both on the feet, because he's just got really strong hands, but primarily on the ground. Vegas obviously disagrees with me, but again, that's why we gamble. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for an angle here that that, yeah, the next fight that I was considering or wanting to take a look at. Let me see if there's anybody else in the chat besides Joey. No, nobody else came in. Let me see how it looks here on the live, people. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm only looking at a couple fights here. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. What's going on? Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. No, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, Borislav Santa Claus versus James on top, or Yon Top. I mean, again, here's why I'm interested in this is, Borislav, master of sport, right? Good hands, like such good hands, such good boxing. And I don't think James Lone Top, now Borislav's got a few fights in his pocket now, right? He's been there. He's going to have more experience than James Young Top, but Young Top is a tough guy. If this is going to be a stand-up affair, I'll take Borislav all day, which I think this is going to be. I don't think that Young Top has got the wrestling acumen to fuck Borislav, and I'm thinking that Borislav could possibly get a finish here, get a TKO, because he's great to the body, right? Let me see. Like, let's look at the. And they're giving him a near. They're going to be in third to last. Yeah, Borislav lands five strikes per minute compared to 4.7. Better accuracy, but it's underrated. He absorbs, it seems, a lot, but not really. Like, look at the takedown average between both of them, and the takedown defense on Borislav is horrible at 35%. Like, he lost to Chase Hooper, I know, but Hooper obviously fucking, and Hooper fucking looked insane in that fight. But yeah, of course, Hooper subbed him, right? He's gonna have to sub him, but Hooper was piecing him on the feet. Let's see where Hooper was. Boom. 1 second here. Yeah, Hooper 6 minutes of control, 129 strikes, but mainly on the ground. 58 in the ground, right? Body shots, leg strikes, man. 16, like Borislav did absolutely nothing. 2 of 6, like 1 of 1 takedowns, and then got that control time for 6 minutes. 2 sub attempts, and finally got the sub. But this guy is not the same person, and that's why, Borislav is the favorite here. Right? Borislav is the favorite by where are you at, Borislav? Come on, Borislav. There you go. Minus 220. Or minus 230. After that last performance, I don't think Borislav should be a favorite against anybody, but I'm liking Borislav to get that TKO possibly only at plus 150. So fuck that. Fuck that. So it's a pass, people. It's a pass. It's not even dog or pass. It's just pass. I was thinking about it. I wish they would have given a better line than plus 150 for it, but I think he is going to get the TKO here. But I'm not going to play it. At that plus 150, that isn't enough price and there's not enough meat on the bone there for me to chase that possibility. Still nobody in the chat. Joey doesn't like the layout, but we changed the layout here. Changing it up. I don't have time to do all the Joey, to do all the stuff. It's just not worth it. No one's there. No one's even in the chat. Why do this high production when, I'm fine with just a couple slides. I'm just going to talk these things, and we're going to talk about the fights. I think Borislav is going to avoid the takedown. I think he's going to piece up James Lanthone. He is going to get that finish. Maybe figuring out what round. Maybe in the second round, he's going to wear down James Lanthone enough, or unless Lanthone shows up with some kind of wrestling program that we hadn't seen yet. I mean, and that. Because Borislav's takedown defense is so bad, but, he's working on it, and we'll see. He's got to know that that's his biggest weakness. I had Santa Claus against Hooper, and I was wrong on that one. Hooper showed up with the new body, those steroids, and the new medicines really help. But he showed up with the new medication. And that's really what I think helped him. I can expand myself here. I don't need to stay that small, but I don't really care about viewing me, right? I don't really care about seeing my ass, right? I got a lot of white space above me. I don't really care, right? I do not care, people. Right? I don't care. I can put the boop, 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 boop. Yeah, let me get rid of some of the white space around me, right? There we go, see? Get the white space around me, right? So you can see the white space around me. Again, not any value here. I think, I don't think it's worth the chase for the... Put the other one there. Yeah. I don't think it's worth the chase here for either of these guys. I think this is going to be a pass on this particular matchup, but Shigar's still doing really good, guys. Halfway mark. It's just a fabulous, nice, subtle smoke. Great flavors, very distinct, like a soft leather, great earth, great wood. What nut is it? Just fabulous. It's like a roasted cashew almost, not quite almond. Very interesting flavor set here, guys. It's beautiful out here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful out here. I'm glad I decided to smoke even though my legs are being eaten up by these mites that are below me. Fabulous, 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 right? Next up, guys, next fight that I was somewhat interested in is this one here. Gerald Meerschaert versus Edmund Shabazian. We all know the story with Edmund Shabazian. Is he still managed by? Is he still managed by Ronda Rousey? At one point, he was managed by Ronda Rousey. I don't think that he is. I'm not certain. But Edmund is not got a great ground game. His power isn't really there either. He's grown up in the sport. He's not like, I think, he's not like an underrated or an overrated striker. There was a lot of promise for him coming into MMA, and I think he eventually left the other Edmund, like Ronda Rousey's old coach. I think he left that gym. But Shabazian's, his problem has been both his cardio. His cardio is horrible. I'm not to say that Gerald Meerschaert's cardio is any better. Right, he's pretty weak cardio-wise too. But I was thinking this fight should have been even money, right? And we're looking at where they put that fight. Yeah, Shabazian, a 3-1 favorite. No way, man. Right? He's got horrible takedown defense. Like, where are we at here? Do you guys need to look at the stats? Let's look at the stats because we do have time. We do have time. Where's my stats? There we go. And I'll just read them off to you. We'll just discuss it. Yeah, Edmund Shabazian is not that more active on the feet. Three strikes to 3 strikes per minute. He's more accurate, but not by much. 52 to 45. Strikes absorb. Both these guys absorb way too much. Shabazian absorbs even more at 4%. 4 strikes absorbed per minute compared to 3.3. Striking defense. Gerald Meerschaert has slightly better striking defense at 52%. Takedown average. Shabazian's got a better average of late. But Gerald Meerschaert's not the dude you want to take down. He'll be happy to go to the ground with you. That's why his takedown defense is only 34%. But Edmonds is only 63%. That's not really good. And at the submission average, we're looking at almost 2 submissions per fight for Meerschaert. And he beat Barberena. He lost to Pfeiffer. He lost to Petrosky. He beat Silva. He lost to Jotko. Edmund can possibly knock him out. I mean, Meerschaert's chin is questionable these days, but I'm just thinking for the price, besides the dog money, I'm thinking that Meerschaert's going to get the submission here. I think he really could get the submission here, and that's why Meerschaert is my dog of the week, my dog play of the week here, right? Bout Better's dog play of the week, right? I think that he is going to be the better grappler. I think, as like all fights, it's got to get to the ground. Don't eat that water. Don't eat that water, bird. There's a bird over there. Let me see where my DraftKings is at. Yeah, but his winning method, Meerschaert, chase that sub, plus 450. It's not horrible, not bad. Let's see if you could do a same game parlay, right? If it lets you do that, does it let you do the same game parlay? Let's see here. Meerschaert. No, and it doesn't let you do the method. It won't let me do. It lets me do that, like exact method of victory submission. So I would get a plus 400 with the 2 And I don't like that. I think that that doesn't make any sense for me. Considering that Mearshart, come on, why are you going? I'm going to turn off the same game parlay. Right? I'm going to go back. Yeah, Mearshart by submission is plus 450. It was just, I don't know what's going on. It's not doing it. Plus 450, and then what was the money line? Plus 250. Maybe double down, right? Like I would do Mearshart on the money line. Mearshart by submission. Let's see here. Method by Mearshart by submission plus 450, right? And then fight lines, fight props here. Yes to go the distance, not to go the distance is minus 450. If it's not going to go the distance, Mearshart's got to, either he's going to get knocked out or, and that's, what is that? Mearshart, they're thinking that Edmund wins by TKO or submission for Gerald Mearshart. So what is that? Edmund by TKO or Gerald Mearshart by submission is minus 400. That's what they're thinking is going to happen. So you bet either side. You bet, if you're on the Edmund Sabazian side, you take his money line and his winning method and you parlay that. But I'd rather just it won't let me parlay that. So if you bet 20 bucks on, plus 450, plus, what did it doesn't say. But yeah, that's the way to go. And yes to go the distance isn't worth putting in there in the parlay, but what was the under? Yeah, over 1.5 is minus 115. And I like that because I think if Mearshart gets that submission, it's going to be late, hopefully, late in that second round. So I'm just going to let it be. I might roll with my dog of the week, guys. Roll with dog of the week and put him at both the, the submission, right, and the money line. That's what I think I'm going to do, guys. Still nobody's in the chat here. Looks pretty good, though. Gerald Mearshart, dog play of the week. Boom. Oh, I didn't center him that good. My bad, guys. His name is not there, but you could still see it. Right? There we go. Put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name. Well, the only fight next to discuss is, the main event, right? Barajo and Jared Cannonier. Right? I think that's gonna be a battle. I think they did a really, really good job. I mean, this guy, Kai, dude, with the fight nerds, he wants to get it on. Like this is, Cannonier playing that gatekeeper role. And it sucks for Jerry Cannonier, man. The guy is like, he's admitted he's lived tough. He's fought all the best of the best. Did he get one title shot that he lost? Let me look here, folks. But he's fought everyone. Who's who in the division. Still no one in the chat. Right? Okay, where is everything going? Need to shrink this down. Yeah, Joey is the only person in the chat, but let's see. Oh, boom. Okay. Yeah, Gerald Mearshart, buy that submission is the value bet there. I don't think there's anything on the Shabazian side that's worth the chase. I think that Mershart chasing that submission, which I've done for a while, is the way to go. But Jared Cannonier, I think, let's see, Jared. No, he's never had a title shot, not even an interim. I really thought that he did. I'm trying to get this band off by pulling it down, but that isn't working, so we'll peel it off. There we go. What a smoke, man. What a really good cigar. I have a lot of, no, they're going, I still have a lot of them. So rich, so well balanced, great aroma. But yeah, Jared Cannonier just lost by TKO against Nasruddin Imamov, right? He beat Vittori, he beat Strickland, he lost Adesanya. You know, that was a title defense. I'm sorry, my mistake. Yeah, he did get a title shot against Israel Adesanya and he lost. That was his only one. He needed that, but look at who else he's fought, man. Derek Brunson, he beat by TKO. He beat Kevin Gastelum by decision. Lost to Whitaker by decision. He beat Jackson Ransom by TKO. Anderson Silva, he beat by TKO. David Branch, he TKO'd. Dominic Reyes, he lost. He got knocked out by Dominic Reyes. Wow, that's pretty good. He lost to Jan Blachowicz. He beat Nick Roderick by TKO, lost to Glover by decision. So he's faced how many champions there? Jan Blachowicz 1, Glover 2. He beat Ian Hutalaba, lost to Sean Jordan, man, that's a while ago. He beat Anderson Silva, and that's another champion. Of course, it was an older champion, so that's 3. Robert Whitaker 4, Kevin Gastelum 5, Israel Adesanya 6, Strickland 7. Seven champions Cannonier has fought. He's lost most of those, but he's got some victories. And like I said, victories against Strickland, victories against Kevin Gastelum, right? Victory against Anderson Silva, which is tough to sort of validate, right? Because we're talking about like Anderson Silva as an old man going up a weight class, right? And what does Vegas want for these guys, for our guys here in the main event? Cannonier's dog against the young upstart Kai Barajlo. And that's because Kai's young and dangerous, man. The over set at 4.5. They're looking at this possibly going to a decision, right? The over under at 3.5, minus 160 under. I mean, over under at is plus 120. So they're a little confused, right? Yes to go the distance, plus 100. Not to go the distance, minus 130. These guys are both finishers, man. It's a tough one for a finish. Really tough for a finish. And with Barajo, he could go either way. He could knock you out or he could submit you. Barajo by submissions plus 300. Cannonier by TKO is plus 400. I think either way of those plays, if there is a finish, it can be that way. Cannonier isn't dangerous on the ground. He's not going to get a submission. He might get a takedown and hold Barajo down, but not very long. I think Barajo could easily counter wrestle him. I don't look for Jared Cannonier to take any sort of risk on the ground, even try a fucking takedown against this guy. But Barajo being minus 245, he's a little rich. I wouldn't parlay him. But man, because Cannonier is just so dangerous at any point, right? And it depends what Cannonier shows up. Can he knock out Barajo? Absolutely. Absolutely he can knock him out, right? But Vegas is looking for the fight to go, yes, to go the distance, plus 100. Significant strikes. They're looking at Barajo over 60.5 at minus 115, and then Cannonier over 78 at minus 115. Where if he got that over, if Cannonier it gets that over, he's going to win the fight. Takedowns over 1.5 for Barajo at minus 175, so they expect him to get 2 takedowns, right? Under 1.5 plus 130. Cannonier over 0.5 plus 110, under 0.5 minus 150. So they don't expect him to shoot at all, which I don't think he would. Fight to be won by unanimous decision plus 150, split decision plus 100. So first minute finish, yes, plus 2200. Fight to go the distance plus 100, right? It's going to be another close one. It's going to be another close one, people. I'm I think it's the most going to be one of the most entertaining fight on the card. It's a big opportunity for Barajo. Barajo, he puts himself in the title picture, in the mix as being one of the top. He puts himself easily in the top 10, right? He puts himself in the title picture as possibly leapfrogging someone else or someone for the title shot. And he's an exciting fighter. I don't know where he is on his contract, but this could be. Like this is I like Kai Barajo because he's just more well-rounded than Jared Cannonier. He's sneaky. He's pretty slick on the ground. He is pretty slick, and he's good on the feet. He's decent fight IQ. If he doesn't gas and Cannonier sort of doesn't gas, either. I think they're both guys are a little suspect when it comes to their cardio. But I think Barajo is just the crisper boxer and the better ground guy, and I'm going to take Barajo. That sub is a risk because Cannonier, let's go back. How many Cannonier, like his loss has never been subbed. Never been subbed, right? That's why that Barajo line is what it is. They don't expect him to get that sub, and it's just plus 400. If Cannonier's never been subbed, why don't they give you a better price on Barajo's sub line? Plus 300. That's not worth the chase, man, considering that Cannonier is just so good. Like, what's Cannonier's takedown defense? Striking defense. Takedown defense is 61%, and he's faced a lot of good people. Like, let's see who's got takedowns against him. Imavov had 2 takedowns against him. That's not a good look for Cannonier, right? Cannonier had 4 takedowns against Marvin Vettori. That's pretty good, right? I don't think he's going to, he could possibly do that against Barajo, and he won that Vettori fight. If he could do the same thing, Barajo will play guard maybe a little too much, and Cannonier's ground and pound is vicious. So he had, Brunson had 3 takedowns against him, right, when he eventually knocked him out. Cannonier knocked Brunson out in the second round. Whitaker had no takedowns. It was a unanimous decision, striking affair. Hermanson had 1 takedown, and then eventually Hermanson got knocked out in round 2. Branch had 3 takedowns, and he still got knocked out. That's the thing with Jared Cannonier. At any point, Jan Blachowicz had 4 takedowns against him, right? For how much control time? It was a unanimous decision. How many? Not a lot. Only like 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So Glover had 3 takedowns against him for 10 minutes of control time. And that's going to be the game plan for Barajo. If he's smart, he's going to implement a wrestling game plan. And look at Cutelaba. Cutelaba had 6 takedowns against Cannonier. For Cannonier, Cutelaba had 4 minutes of control, but Cannonier had a takedown of himself, where he had at least some clinch time at 3:08. If Barajo comes in, what is Barajo by decision? Plus 165. Yeah, not liking it, guys. Not liking Barajo in any sort of play here. I'm not feeling it. I'm going to stay away. I think Gerald Meerschaert might be my only play other than Jocelyn Nunez. Might be my other play, people. am I going to put myself here? Where am I going to put myself? Maybe up here? Yeah, put myself up there for the time being. Or down here. Oop. While I finish up talking, because we were done with the picks, I'm a little thirsty. Cigar's gotten me a little thirsty, people. It's gotten me a little thirsty. What are you guys thinking? Let me look at the chat before I take off again, right? Before I take off, see if anybody's in the chat. I don't think so. No, no one's joined us in the chat. Very disappointing. Is what it is, people. I get it. I get it. I'm not popular. I'm not popular. Not popular, but we got these picks out to you earlier in the week, which is good. We're at Thursday. Could have done it sooner. Odd time to go live. I'm not very consistent on my live, but that's okay. Good cigar. Good cigar. Beautiful out here. Beautiful air. Beautiful out here in the air. Yeah, my format isn't like phone friendly, and I'm going to change that. It's tough unless I put it up the templates all beforehand, right? Then it's a little easier, but that takes time doing those templates, which I probably did have the time to do it. I just did this on the quick this morning, making these little slides for you guys here, right? And I'm just not investing too much time into it because I see the viewership, I see the numbers, and it's like if the juice isn't worth the squeeze, I know how to make them. So I'm not learning anything by making them or anything else. I already got this thing down in terms of making the slides, and I can make them pretty quick, and the information can be gotten in other ways, but we're discussing it here. But yeah, those are the picks. Gerald Mearshart, Jocelyn Nunez, not the best dog money there, but that's the play. And maybe Angela Hill, the even money is tough against the Shark, against Baby Shark. But Angela Hill is savvy, man. She's savvy, right? And I don't think she's done. She wants another opportunity, I think, at a possible championship. She wants to be in the top area of maybe being ready like last minute. And she is that type of great athlete that she'll be ready for, she'll be ready for, she'll be ready for a fight, like just to step in if they need her. She's definitely that type of fighter, right? So let me play a little music for us. If you've made it this far, you are about better. I'm gonna still stick around here until this smoke is done, but we're gonna play our music here. Let's see. Welcome, bout betters. Well, sip and smoke, another good sip and smoke, people. Thank you for joining me, or if you're watching this at a different time, thank you so much. I do appreciate you people. I appreciate anybody that actually listens to this stuff. Would like some more participation, so hit that notification bell so you know when I do go live. Neighbors are probably sick of me doing my shows out here. But I'm not smoking indoors, can't smoke indoors. Don't recommend it unless you are a smoker. But even if I were indoors, I'd have to like get a smoking room, and I'd have to like really invest in some money, because anywhere you would smoke in the house, it's gonna leave a residual tobacco smell, which is tarty. It isn't like like here, let me make sure that the music's just a little softer than what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that it isn't overpowering, and it's just it could just destroy your carpets. It gets in the curtains. And you'll have that smoke and that cigar smell there for a while if you don't have like proper ventilation so that it actually gets out of your home. And I'm telling you, today is the like perfect outdoor smoking day. Perfect, perfect, perfect outdoor smoking day. No wind, nice cool air. I'm in the shade. It's not too hot outside. Perfect, perfect, perfect day for cigar. Can't complain. I didn't do my watch check here. We're already at 5:47. I had the Timex, cheap Timex. Not a bad looking watch. Goes with the shirt really well, as you can see. Good looking watch. Oh, I'm gonna crack that open. I can. I'm good though. I'm good. Little water. The water is fine. It's a nice thing to do. We didn't any sip, no alcohol, so it was an alcohol free sip and smoke. That's rare. I don't think we've done. Yeah, we've done that. Actually, no. No, I think when I make my shorts, for example, and let me show you one of the slides. Let me show you one of the slides and see if. Let me see the bijou. Like, yeah, this is a juice I had. Let me just do this here. Yeah, because let me add it, and let me show you how I set up one of my. Whoa, that's a big ass photo. Jesus, that's a big old photo. But yeah, I'll show you how my. That's better. That's better, people. Boom. Let me do this. Yeah, so this is what I was smoking. Smoking and drinking the other day when I do my little smoking reviews, my cigar little reviews that are just exclusive. So look for those shorts around, guys. You know. Boom, had that one. Put that one there. Yeah. So this juice here was awesome. Like, and Pellegrino is the way to go. If you don't have coffee, Pellegrino water, excellent to clean the palate. But the juice made that cigar a lot better. It was just a lot more mellow. It really enhanced the cigar, and you don't have to have booze. I've always mentioned that. You get whatever your favorite, whatever you want. Soda, you want water, any of that stuff works really, really well. I wish I had that juice right now. Yeah, let me see if I could expand that. Yeah, like, okay. Yeah, see, so look at there. Enjoyable juice. The secret juice, people. Secret juice. Right there, the secret juice, people. And Pellegrino with a cigar, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Again, if you made it this far, you are about better. Thank you so much. I need almost lighting. It's getting a little dark out here. I don't even need my shades. Don't even need my shades. Needed a haircut is what I need. Enjoy the last little bit of the smoke here. Last little bit. Thank you for coming in. I'm stopping the stream. If you made it this far, you are about better. Good luck on your bets this weekend. Comment, like, subscribe.